Hello everyone, this is Coach Michele coming to you live from Atlanta. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. For those of you that are chiming in for the very first time, welcome, 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 welcome. Make sure you turn on the notifications so you can be notified each and every time I go live, and click the like so I know that I am bringing value and giving you exactly what you want. So today's video is about picking the right location. Many of you are investing in offices from the rip when an office may not necessarily be a requirement and or the best way to spend your money, invest your money at that particular moment. Many times it's best to start from home, right? It just depends on a lot of things. One, are you able to work successfully from home? Two, zoning. So you have to make sure that zoning is your area is approved for zoning, meaning your house, especially if you're renting. A lot of times you have to get approval from the owner, and a lot of times they say no. So there's some things that you have to take into consideration when you decide to work from home, and there's many others, right? But right now I just want to focus on when you get your first office, what to look for your in-home care business, non-medical in-home care business. A lot of you are starting with $3,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $1,000 a month. So I just think that's a lot. My philosophy is start small as far as your office space and grow, get some revenue coming into your business, and then flip that money, baby. Flip the money and then reinvest some of the money that's coming in into actually having an office space. And of course, there's always some, variation depending on what you're doing and things like that. I'm generalizing with the majority of the people that start their home care business. A lot of them do not have access to disposable funds, access to a large amount of funds, and a lot of them start on a budget. So why invest your money into an office space if you are able to work from home? That money can be used to start and grow the business. I'm just saying. Right? So some of the things I want you to take into consideration as you look for office space is definitely the location. You want it to be in a safe location. When you're starting your business, most of the time as a startup, you're doing everything in the business, probably with the exception of payroll. So you're doing a lot, you're wearing a lot of hats. Remember in a previous video, I said you got 14 jobs, man. So yes, so you're doing a lot of things. So make sure you find a location that is safe. Safe if you're there during the day, but definitely if you are there at night. So you wanna take that into consideration, your movement, right? Going in, going out, what's outside, parking, lighting, security, all those things into consideration. And then I would say the second thing would be pricing. You want to make sure you find something that is affordable and that's not going to stress you out. Some people right out the gate, like I did, start making money immediately. Some people may take a little longer. One of my VIP coaching clients, literally, it took her 10 months to get her first client. But guess what? She was doing a whole bunch of other things. She had a lot of responsibilities, and she really wasn't focused on the business. So once she started focusing on the business, then of course she started making money and doing extremely well today. And that was one of my first clients. Yes, so a few years back. And then you want to take into consideration, again, location, but with a different thought in mind, meaning caregivers. You want to make it easily accessible for caregivers to get to you. So maybe something off an exit, a major thoroughfare, something that's going to say, hey, I can get to you quick. Not where you're on the, someone gets off the highway and then they have to drive 15 miles, 20 miles to get to you. That kind of discourages people. But if they know it's like a major thoroughfare and they're like, oh, okay, that's across the street from the mall. Oh, that's not far from the hospital. Oh, that's this, and this. Oh, that's right off 122. So it kind of makes it easier for them to say, okay, yes, I know I'm going to be there. I'm actually going to be in that area on Thursday, or I pass by there every day, or whatever that may look like, right? So you want to make it easily accessible for the caregivers. The next thing is you want to also be mindful that clients don't come to your office. A lot of times we want these big elaborate offices because we want to impress our clients. In this particular business, guys, clients do not come to your office. Only time I've ever had a client come to my office, he wanted to make sure I was legit. Just keeping it real. He wanted to make sure I was legit. So he literally, I was at his house. He followed me back to the office on his motorcycle, came inside the office, wrote the check, got on his motorcycle, and went back home. So you don't really have clients coming to your office. So those are some of the key things to take into consideration. In addition to your location, it's great if you could be in a medical park because it's easy to build those relationships with other healthcare professionals. So it's like you're paying the rent, it may be a little higher, but it may be, easier to get referrals if you're in a medical park, like a hospital drive, right? The other thing is fabulous if you can find an inexpensive office very close or en route to a hospital, because that means if you're able to put signage outside. So another note, if there's some type of marquee or something outside, or if you have the ability to put a sign outside, then think these people are going back and forth. The ambulance is going back and forth. Doctors, employees, case managers, everybody, CNAs, everybody going back and forth, and they're passing your location. Now, if there's a bus route, right, and that bus happens to stop in front of your location. Now, I'm not saying, hire caregivers that are their only transportation is the bus line. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if there's a bus line and there's a bus stop, then a lot of people are seeing you. And the reason why I say that about the caregiver is because you want to make sure you hire people that have reliable transportation. So now if you're in a major metropolitan city and the bus line is popular and this and that, then of course you could do that. I'm just saying as a whole, I recommend hiring caregivers that have their own transportation. So the other thing that's really great about being en route to or near the hospital, right? If there's a billboard. Now, I've invested in billboards before, and not all of them work. It's just like any other marketing. Not all marketing works. So you got to try things and give them time to work. Now, that's important. Like search engine optimization, you need to give that search engine optimization at least 6 months. So many people are so close and they stop at 3 months, stop at 4 months. You need to really dedicate at least 6 months to your search engine optimization, and maybe even longer if you're in a very heavily populated metropolitan area. It may take a little longer. Now, if you're somewhere in a rural area, you're the only one, then baby, you may get on the first page first day. You know what I mean? So it just depends. But what I was saying is that if you're in that route to the hospital or very close, say nursing home or large facility, then guess what? If there's a billboard around, you may want to try it. Because now when the people are, heading that way, they're going to see it. If they stop at the light, they're going to see it. If they're on the bus, they're going to see it. So then it just brings more awareness versus having a billboard and you're 5 miles away, 10 miles away. It's not like a McDonald's. And even with McDonald's, many times a McDonald's, a gas station, even though they're everywhere, they literally will have a billboard and it's pointing down or pointing across. So it's more directional, saying, go right here and get your McDonald's, go right here and get your gas, or we're right here. Versus you having, a billboard and then, your office is nowhere near or a distance. So you just got to be very mindful when you are investing in billboards and different things like that. Now, for those of you that say, oh, I love billboards, it depends on the purpose. So if you are investing in a billboard for brand awareness, you could put them all around in the city, the counties that you service to create that brand awareness. But if you're being specific and strategic and you want to really leverage that travel, those travelers, those car drivers and passengers that's going up and down this specific road where your office is, then it makes sense to have the billboard there. So those are some of the things that I want you guys to take into consideration when you are looking to invest. And guys, don't invest in an office just to flex. You know what I mean? Don't rush the progress and the process, right? Let it happen naturally by the work that you're doing, right? So create money-making activities. So you are investing your dollars, making your dollars make babies, and you are doing things wisely, But you all know, if you've been following me or watching any of my videos, especially my Facebook videos or lives, you know I'm focused on serving first. If you serve first, the money is going to come. So don't spend the money unnecessarily. Don't spend it to floss and flex. Spend it when it's time. You can easily get and set up your home office if you know zoning and everything works out. Set up your home office and generate the business. Spend your money on marketing, building relationships, doing all the things that you decide to invest in on your, you know, as far as your marketing plan, and then grow. You know what I mean? Then grow and then start duplicating your wins and doing things like that. So if you found value in this, definitely like the button, click to like the video, click that button and turn on your notifications, as I said earlier. And check out my website. Many of you ask if I do coaching. Absolutely. I have an amazing VIP hybrid program and some other things that we have going on. So just check out myhomecarecoach.com, myhomecarecoach.com, and also visit my Facebook. I am Coach Michele, and Michele has one L. So you guys take care. God bless. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've invested in an office and you shouldn't have, right? Because sometimes people say, get an office, get an office. Let me know what your experience is and if this video saved you from investing and signing that 1 year lease. So y'all take care. God bless. And I will see you on the next video.